South Korea, an East Asian nation on the southern half of the Korean Peninsula, shares one of the world's most heavily militarized borders with North Korea. Half of the country's over 51 million people live in Seoul Capital Area, the fourth largest metropolitan economy in the world. After World War II, Korea was divided into Soviet and US administered zones, with the latter becoming Republic of Korea in August 1948. In 1950, a Korean invasion began the Korean War, and after its end in 1953, the country's economy began to soar, recording the fastest rise in GDP per capita in the world between 1980 and 1990. The June struggle led to an end of authoritarian rule in 1987, and the country is now the most advanced democracy and has the highest level of press freedom in Asia. South Korea is a highly developed country with the second highest quality of life in Asia in the Social Progress Index. Its citizens enjoy the world's fastest internet connection speeds and the most dense high-speed railway network. A global leader in innovation and technology, it ranks second in the Bloomberg Innovation Index, and it's the world's fifth largest exporter and eighth largest importer. Since the 21st century, South Korea has been renowned for its globally influential pop culture, particularly in music, TV dramas, and cinema, a phenomenon referred to as Korean Wave. South Korea faces North Korea across a demilitarized zone (DMZ) 4 km wide that was established by the terms of 1953 armistice that ended fighting in the Korean War, 1952-53. The DMZ, which runs for about 150 miles (240 kilometers), constitutes the 1953 military ceasefire line and roughly follows the latitude 38 degrees north, the 38th parallel, from the mouth of Han River on the west coast of the Korean Peninsula to a little south of the North Korean town of Kaesong on the east coast. South Korea's climate is characterized by a cold, relatively dry winter and hot, humid summer. The coldest average monthly temperature in winter drops below freezing except along the southern coast. The average January temperature at Seoul is in the low 20s degree Fahrenheit, about -5 degrees Celsius, while the corresponding average at Busan on the south coast is in the mid-30s degree Fahrenheit, about 2 degrees Celsius. By contrast, summer temperatures are relatively uniform across the country, the average monthly temperature for August, the warmest month, being in the high 70s Fahrenheit, about 25 degrees Celsius. Tourism in South Korea refers to a tourist industry in the Republic of Korea. In 2012, 11.1 million foreign tourists visited South Korea, making it the 20th most visited country in the world and the 6th most visited in Asia. Most of the non-Korean tourists come from other parts of East Asia such as Japan, China, and Hong Kong. The recent popularity of Korean popular culture, often known as the Korean Wave, in these countries has increased tourist arrivals.